How dare you?
Shoot! I think the car just died. Oh, seriously, this is not happening.
Well, why did we stop? What happened?
Are we stuck?
It's fine. We'll sit here for a minute and I will call someone.
But what if there's a train coming?
Don't worry, there's never a train here. And I'm sure we would hear one coming from pretty far away.
Mom, we just learned about this in school from a guest speaker from the FRA. They taught us what to do if you get stuck on the railroad tracks.
The FRA? What'd they say?
Well, it was all about railroad safety, and we need to get out of the car into a safe place right now. A train could be coming at any minute.
Honey, nothing is coming.
Mom, really, we need to get out.
Okay, let's get out of the car and we'll move to a safe place. We should call 911, or probably a tow truck. Or do you think we could push it off the tracks?
No, listen. We need to call the railroad first and let them know our car is stuck on the tracks. They can stop trains from coming.
Yeah, Mom, they really stressed that a train could be coming anytime.
Call the number on the sign. It's for the railroad company.
Do they have one of these at every crossing?
Train operations, how can I help you?
Yes, hello. My car is stuck on the train tracks.
Could you look for the blue sign?
I'm standing in front of it already.
Can you read me the number?
Okay, the crossing number is 365379Y.
Okay, I will stop all trains.
Okay, I contacted the railroad company and I told them we were stuck. I gave them our location and they're going to stop train traffic.
Good.
And thank you so much for your help. I'm glad you guys knew what to do.
You're welcome.
Now we should probably call 911, right?
I don't think you need to do that.
What you just saw was a student in a vehicle who was familiar with the emergency notification system and was aware of what to do if stuck on railroad tracks. Let's go over some of the important steps the family took. Number 1, get out of the vehicle and get to a safe place, away from the tracks. Once you are on one side of the tracks, stay on that side. Do not crisscross. Number 2, locate the blue and white ENS sign at the highway or pathway crossing. Know what to look for, where to find it, and how to identify the location and phone number. Number 3, call for help. Call the number on the ENS sign. You always call the railroad first. Number 4, communicate the problem and your location. Provide the Railroad Emergency Response Center dispatcher the nature of the problem and your location from the information on the ENS sign. Safety is always paramount, so let us cover some important railroad safety information. First, train tracks are private property. Walking on the tracks or trespassing on railroad property is strictly prohibited and is against the law. Always expect a train on any track at any time and in either direction. Trains can't stop quickly. Sometimes it can take a mile or more for a train to stop. For example, a train traveling at 55 miles per hour could travel the length of 18 football fields before coming to a stop. Always yield to a train. Trains always have priority 100% of the time, even over emergency vehicles. Never try to outrun a train. Always comply with railroad warnings, signs, and signals. They are there to warn you of the possibility of an approaching train. Don't stop on a highway rail grade crossing. If you should get stuck on a crossing, get out and get away. Only cross tracks at designated roadway or pedestrian crossings. Always remain alert around railroad tracks. The purpose of emergency notification system is to improve highway rail crossing safety. The ENS system is in place to notify the railroad of an emergency or warning device malfunction, and aids in alerting the responsible railroads to respond to a problem or emergency at highway, rail grade, or pathway crossing. ENS signs are blue and white. This system was put in place to reduce the possibility of error in identifying a crossing and its location. The ENS sign will contain the railroad emergency contact number, which is specific to the railroad that manages that crossing. It also provides the U.S. DOT National Crossing Inventory number. This is a unique number given to all public and private highway, rail, and pedestrian crossing in the U.S. Now that you know what the ENS sign is and what it looks like, let's talk about where the ENS sign is located and where to find it. Look for a blue and white emergency sign. Should be posted near the crossing and be clearly visible. There should be one on each side of the crossing. By calling the phone number on the ENS sign, it will put the caller in direct contact with the Railroad Emergency Response Center personnel that will promptly notify trains and proper authorities. For some railroads that operate on an intermittent or seasonal basis, you may reach an answering machine for reporting a problem or unsafe condition. Those railroads are required to check their messages at least once per day and before beginning any operations on that track. Some other reasons why you might call: vehicle broken down, tractor trailer has gotten stuck, malfunctioning warning devices, or pedestrians stuck or injured. Remember, the ENS is for reporting problems and emergencies at highway, rail grade, and pedestrian pathway crossings, and is not intended for general information. Now it's important to talk about what not to do. Do not attempt to fix or free a vehicle from tracks. Do not wait on or near the tracks. Find a safe place to wait. Once you are on one side of the tracks, stay on that side. Do not crisscross. Do not think just because you don't hear or see a train that it's safe. If you pull over to assist someone who is stuck, do not assume the railroad was called. Always verify the railroad was called and all train traffic is stopped. After the scene is cleaned up, someone must notify the railroads to resume operations on the track. Usually the first responders will handle this. Thank you for watching this video. Be safe and remember, the blue and white can save your life.